Hello guys, and welcome to my video under 5 minutes challenge, or I should probably just say that I'm going to be discussing about the Valtarra Scroll and try to make it as quick as possible. So since this scroll doesn't have any drops, it's just simply the black stones and seals at the end, I'm only going to be discussing about the experience and compare it to some other locations. First, in case you don't know already, this is where you can pick up the scroll and you need to finish the main Kamasive quest line to be actually able to pick it. And once you finish the main quest line, you can do this scroll once every 3 days. How does it work? Well, basically you need to form a party of 5 people and pick up the quest from this NPC, and then one of your party members, and only one, has to pay 100 energy to pick up the scroll from this NPC. Then you go, you summon it, you protect the 5 pillars from mobs and one boss at the end of each pillar, and once you're done you return to the NPC and you pick up your reward. In order to make sure you don't fail this quest, I would advise you to have a full party of 5 people with somewhat decent gear, so probably just a normal level 60 plus players, because mobs here spawn at a set amount of time, so basically each run is going to take the exact same amount of time, and if your party is too slow you're going to fail the entire run because the next pillar is going to spawn while you're still protecting the previous one. Since mobs have a set spawn time, I would say that each run is going to take the exact same amount of time, with probably plus or minus 1 minute, depending on how fast you can clear the last pillar with the last boss. So with my party I was able to complete this run in about 18 minutes, and yours should take about the same amount of time. From these 18 minutes, after turning in the quest, I got a total of 0.625% experience at level 60, and this should be the exact same value for everyone because this is a quest reward. Now at this point everyone is going to be able to come up with this value because this is not dependent to your class or your grinding speed, and it's a quest reward. So the only useful detail that I can give you is to compare this to other locations, like for example if you were to grind pirates or soosons or bandits, how much time would you need to grind to get the same experience that you can get here in 18 minutes. If you want to compare this value to any other location that I tested in the past, you will see in this video's description a spreadsheet that contains all of the experience from all the other videos. But in this one I'm only going to be taking the pirates jungle rotation solo and the pirates main rotation in a party, then soosons B spot solo and soosons main spot in a party, and then lastly the bandits cliffside rotation. That one also solo. Before I get into that, I will point out that all of my experience values are at 100% ratio, so they don't contain any experience buffs, and since no one is able to grind without those, I will include for the purpose of this video 10% from costumes, 6% from titles, 3% from pets, and another 8% from milk tea, which most people use, and these in my opinion are the basic experience buffs, which add up to a total of 127% experience. With that, sparing you all of the math that I will take the time to actually put on the screen, the amount of time you would need to grind each of these 5 areas is for Pirates Jungle Rotation 1 hour and 13 minutes, for Pirates main spot in a party that can grind also the back rotation you would have to grind 1 hour and 31 minutes, for soosons B spot solo it's 1 hour and 28 minutes, for soosons main spot again in a party that can clear the rotation before mobs can fully respawn, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes, and for bandits cliffside rotation solo it's 1 hour and 16 minutes. Also to mention here that I can grind the cliffside rotation and get almost as much experience as pirates jungle rotation solo. Overall, as a conclusion, since I'm not including any travel time or the time you need to make the parties for both the scroll and the grinding spots, the conclusion is that the experience you can get in 18 minutes once every 3 days, you can get usually on other spots between 1 hour and a half and 2 hours. Usually I would say about 1 hour and a half of grinding. Keep in mind that this is 127% experience, so if you want to go out and grind during a weekend, that will be 227, or if you want to use also the 200% daily, that would be a total of 427. So I would say this is only worth doing during a weekday when the experience buffs don't exactly add up to a very high number. So is it worth doing? Well, maybe. If you grind close to Kama Silve and can get here very fast and also manage to make the party very quickly, then yes, it's worth doing because you get a lot of experience very quickly. But on the other hand, it's not so much worth it for the money income because you spend a lot of time to make the party to get here and you only get a few blackstones and seals at the end. So there you go, that's everything you need to know about this scroll. And did I make this video under 5 minutes? Well, I didn't script it, so I suppose I will have to find out after I begin the editing process. So thanks for watching the video, I hope it was helpful, and I will see you next time, hopefully.